Hello and welcome to Model Kit Beginner, and today we're having a look at something a bit more mainstream if you want so, but that I enjoy those kits as well, and I certainly will have a good go at the Calsonic Skyline GTR. Now there are some of my British friends said that is a pretty good kit and I got it for a decent price, so I thought I'll look into it. And it is the Skyline GTR is just a beautiful, beautiful car. And this one, I mean, come on, especially with those wheels, looks really, really nice. So I think will be lots of fun to build this. But first of all, before we go in and build this, I suggest we have a quick look at the history of this burger. So I'll see you at Scalemates. And here we are with the Calsonic Skyline GTR R34. That's the one which we have right over here. This particular one was a repop from 2002 of a kit which first came out, let's move over, in 1999. So it's a late 90s Tamiya kit that kind of gives us an idea of what it's going to look like in the box. Show you, this is the original kit as it came out in 1999. You see a pretty good idea, very interesting, lovely wheels over here. Then they have, I just picked out a couple which I really liked. They have this repop right over here, love the color and the scheme, beautiful, beautiful. And then they have a later one which I brought out in 2004, which is the Calsonic Skyline GTR 2003. And let's have a look if you can see some of the differences. Yeah, there are certainly the wheels are different. You can see that straight away. And this looks very similar, doesn't it? Yeah, the lights are actually open while they are here. They are basically closed apart from a little peephole over here. But yeah, very similar but different. And I think I like this one more. Anyway, so this is the Calsonic Skyline GTR from the fine folks over at Tamiya. Came out in 2002. The kit itself, original edition, was in 1999. And I think we should go down to the bench and see what's actually in here. See you down there. And here we are with the Calsonic Skyline GTR. I haven't given you a real showdown around the box up there at the beginning of the video, so let's do that now. You see it right over here. You see the front page, very, very nice. You see different views of the car, front, back. Here we go. Gives an idea what it's going to look like. Nothing much on the side. Then you have a view top, and then you have a car right over here, which I think is the original car. Here we go. There is nothing on the back, but there is stuff inside, and here it is. Right, let's take stuff out here. You can see what it looks like in the box. Different color sprues. I'll put my keyboard away for the time being. Don't need that. Right. Blue sprues, white sprues, grey sprues. Tires right over here. And what looks like possibly decals. And then obviously the instruction manual. So let's have a look at that first. Here we go. Very nice text in English and German, French, and what I would assume Japanese. Here the typical Tamiya how to build a model tips on top. And then it is one of those classic Tamiya fold out jobbies. Love them or hate them, that's what they do, especially in those 90s kits. And there you can see they start with the engine and the suspension. You see the exhaust undercarriage right over here. Let's get that in camera shot. Here we go. Well, these brakes look nice and detailed. Let's see if they look nice and detailed in real life as well. Then we have right over here the rear suspension differential and other parts. We have the inside. Just fold this up a little bit here. Dashboard. You know, I always like a good dashboard. So here you can see the dashboard assembly. Rest of the inside, little compressors. Very nice, very nice. And on this side, folding out again. Moving on, roll cage. Here we go, roll cage and final interior assembly. Then the body assembly, which you will find right over here. Then windows, which appears to be one of those all attached windows. And then you put everything together and get the wing on at the end. Then you get the decal call out, which you will see right over here. There are quite a few of those around. It's not crazy, but there are quite a few decals around which you would like to have a look at. And that is the instruction sheet. Then we have a look at what we have here, and it's obviously Tamiya, so they have all these staples in here, which I hate. Anyway, here they are, and we'll have a look at decals and decals. So there's quite a few decals. This looks like seat decals. All right, interesting. And decals for the safety belts. However you feel about that. And then there are some decals. Calsonic. So sponsors, lots of sponsor decals obviously on this. Right over here. So that's also all sponsor decals. All these sponsor decals. Here we go. Did they manage to get some? Oh yeah, that's the dashboard, I would assume, right over there. A part of the dashboard. Otherwise I don't really see dashboard decals. It's a bit of a disappointment. But yeah, that's I love those, and there don't seem to be any in here. Not good. Not good. Are there really not any in here, or am I just not looking properly? Let's have a quick look in the instruction sheet again. Here we go. Lots of color callouts. Yeah, there's that little square decal. Okay, so there are dashboard decals. They just don't look like the traditional dashboard decals, of course. Here we are, the windows. Yes, you know, the all-in-one, which we have seen already. And that is probably for the back right over here. Some more side and back windows. And then we have beautiful, beautiful covers. Let's see if there are pre-stencils or if we need to cut them out. Obviously nice when they are pre-cut. Yeah, they are pre-cut. You can see it from here. They are pre-cut. So that will obviously help you to paint your windows. Always love it when these are included. Helps out a lot. Then we have the tires right over here. Let's put the manual zoom on here. Here we go. Let's get one out. There are obviously the pulley caps in here as well. I have a bit of a seam in the middle. Otherwise they are just tires, nice and soft and non-branded. So just get the seam out and you are ready to go. Right, then let's have a look at the plastic itself. We start with the grey silver one, which traditionally has engine parts, etc. So what are we having here? None different here. There you see that whole thing is in one. Gearbox right over here, so that's very interesting. And other engine parts, you see they advertise that on the box that this one has the engine. No, that was a different one. It was the RX-7. I'm talking nonsense, ignore. Right, here are suspension parts. Here we go. Here are the wheels, which really look nice and detailed, so you can detail those very nicely. More suspension parts over here. Right over here, rear differential. So yeah, the engine parts doesn't look overly complicated. Very simple, to be quite honest. Right, and this is the grey silver one. Then let's have a look at white. There's a white one over here. Just open it up here. Here we are, which has some extra parts, and certainly the wheels, which appear to be the wheels which we see on the cover. And then it has some silver part over here, which I would assume goes somewhere where the mirror is, possibly. Then we start out with the first blue one right over here. It's a biggie, it's that one here. What are we having here? Right, it looks the inside door panels. Some detail over here. Then we have the seat, which actually looks very nice. That's not bad. We have the roll cage. There is the dashboard right over here. See a right-hand drive being Japanese. And that looks also part of the dashboard. Wait, can you see it? Yeah, here. That one, here we go. You can see that as well. And part of the front suspension over here. Yeah, that's what we're having. Right, oh, steering wheel. Always nice to have a look at the steering wheel. There you go. Some detail on there as well. Right. Then we have more wheels. Look at that. Yeah, there's different wheels. I think these are the original ones. Let me have a quick look here. Yeah. No. Anyway, different wheels. If you prefer those, you can put those on. Here is front part, front spoiler, rear spoiler, spoiler supports over here, and here we have the mirrors right over here. And then last but certainly not least, we have the body, and there's a piece of paper in with the body, so let's have a look what that is all about. These are tire decals. There we go. Very nice. You can pop that in together with the decals, with the other decals, so they're all together. And then we have a look at the body. Right. Front, obviously, you have seen the front spoiler gets attached separately. Here we have engine bay, which does not open, so that gives you already a good indication. Then we have a very nice body lines over here. Very nice gaps as well, not too big. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of tender loving care necessary, but otherwise it feels. See here, if you look here, you see. Here's the camera running. You see here, this one there. Yeah, there's obviously that is to be expected. So you just need to do a bit of a cleanup. Here you go. And yeah, it's kind of a curbside with the underside of the engine visible. So that's what it's all about. And that, more or less, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Let's just see if I can get this packed quickly enough. And here we are. Let's zoom out. Calsonic Skyline GTR from the fine folks over at Tamiya. I think it's will be an interesting kit to build and something different. Right, let's go upstairs. I'll give you my final thoughts and say goodbye. See you there. And here we are, back upstairs with the Calsonic GTR Skyline from the fine folks over at Tamiya. Well, you saw the kit. It's kind of a curbside. Detail is not fantastic. I mean, if you just came from the Mercedes V170 from Mini Art, it kind of feels a simple kit in a bigger scale, but it's a beautiful car and you certainly can make a lot out of it, and it will look great and on a glass shelf, and people will certainly enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you very much for popping in. You guys have a wonderful day further, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.